Are you trying to manifest a specific person or a contact from a specific person? And mind you, this specific person could be anyone, like be your ex or your colleague or your friend who you haven't spoken to since, maybe years or days, and you want that they contact you, or your relative or someone who you are not in good terms with and you want that they contact you, anyone. So I'll be sharing my success story of how to manifest a specific person, because I was successfully able to manifest a specific person in my 3D reality. And I'll tell you how and what I did and everything, like all the details. And I'm very, very excited to share all the details as per my experience. But before we deep dive into this topic, hello, my visionaries. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Vibing with Vision. Here, I talk about my manifestation journey and information on law of assumption from my perspective. So, I'm really, really excited to share this success story with you guys. I know there are so many people who we usually see on comments from, comments on the YouTube channels or Reddits or anywhere, that they are trying to manifest a specific person. And sometimes it really becomes irritating and frustrating that, oh, why am I not getting the manifestation? Why am I not getting my manifestations or my desires in my 3D reality? And this could be for anything. I mean, not only manifestation of a specific person, but for anything. But my success story is with regards to specific person, hence I'm stressing out more on specific person. And there are so many people who are trying to manifest it every day. They wake up and they think that, what am I doing wrong, or maybe I'm not a good manifester and this will never work for me. So there are so many things and so many thoughts which go through our mind and run through our mind the moment we start manifesting and things don't happen. So yes, I think it's very much necessary to post such success stories so that people, at least from our success stories, get that motivation and get their trusts and beliefs intact, so that they can also manifest it with the same trust and belief that, okay, if she could do it, I could also do it. And this is true, right? If I can do it, anybody can do it. I had no clue how manifestation used to work. I was in the same phase that, oh, nothing works. I was in the same zone, in the frustrated zone. And mind you, even today there are days when, things don't go the way I want it, even when I know what law of assumption is. But yes, there are days that I am frustrated. I feel like giving up sometimes, because I know where I'm lacking, because there are topics or there are certain things which I'm highly attached to, or which I'm very much obsessed with. And that's the reason I know that's like a resistance for me to achieve it in my 3D reality, and I'm working on it. So somewhere I know where I'm lacking, because after certain experience, definitely you know what you're doing, what is something holding you back. So somewhere you can analyze it for yourself, that what is impacting the delay in the manifestation. We all know that manifestation happens 24/7 and it works for everyone. There is nothing like, oh, it works for me and it does not work for others. Your thoughts reflect in your 3D reality. That's it. That's just it. I mean, if you want to tell someone what law of assumption is like what you assume, what you think to be true, it just reflects in your 3D reality. That's it. There is nothing more to it. It is that simple. But to apply it in your life consciously and to achieve great things by just this understanding requires certain amount of practice as well. So don't give up that, oh, I cannot do it, I give it up. No, it may take you days or months or years. It's fine. I'll just say that it's fine. Side by side, you can keep learning and you can keep growing, and that's how you will learn how to manifest, and that's how you will know that how you can manifest, because everybody has different ways or different techniques of manifestation, and it works differently for everyone. There is no one method for everyone, that okay, I will share my success story and people will go ahead and do the same thing and it will work. It may work, it may not work. There are certain things and certain resistance which might not work, so I'll come to that. But yeah, first I'll share my story. Sorry for all the blabbering. I just wanted to give a rant to you guys that please don't give up. I know you must be going through a tough phase or a certain phase where you would feel like giving it up, but don't do that. I haven't, I did not quit, and I would not want others also to quit. So that's it. I mean, I don't want to say more on this or you know bore you off, but yeah. So this is my success story which I would want to share. So already I have shared one manifested SP video, that I manifested my SP in 3 days. I had shared that video with, which was very crisp and precise on how did I do it and the methods and techniques and tips and tricks. But again, I have manifested my specific person, and I would want, to share this again, so that if this video also helps people, then yeah, I mean, it will be great. I will be very happy. So yeah, here's my story. So there is one of my friend from okay, I'll give you the entire story. I don't want to say something in between that, oh, I manifested and yes, great. So what happened was, what ideally I was doing. So recently I wanted to post a success story with a proof. So I wanted to attach certain proofs, so that it helps everybody to get motivated and to see that okay, this works. And it really helps, right? If we see the proof, it really just gives you a stamp that this works. Your brain just, your subconscious mind tells you that, oh, this works, definitely works. If they can show the proofs, if YouTubers can show the proof, then yeah, we are good. So I thought that I'll do certain videos where I can show the proofs that what I was doing and how it worked and when it worked, the days and the time, on what all things I did, everything. So I thought that let's start simple. I'll start with some number or something. I'll consciously manifest a number or certain things, like two three things I wanted to manifest for my proofs. And I was recording and I was also learning. So every day is a learning for me. It's not that I have become a pro, that I can manifest anything and I have become a pro. No, it's not like that. I'm also learning, and every day is different for me. And every, in fact, even if I manifest certain thing and I don't manifest another thing, definitely I know that there is some resistance for that thing, and that's the reason I'm not able to manifest. So I know that. So I was trying to manifest something specifically, and I was very much attached to the outcome because I wanted to record it for a YouTube video. And hence I was like, okay, this has to happen so that I can record the proof. And it did not happen. So I was trying it for 3 days, and it was one of a specific number, like I told you, for 2 3 things in the list. So I made a list, and every night I used to, so I don't affirm much, or I don't visualize that. But for 3 days I was just seeing that list and keeping aside. That's it, nothing more to it. I thought that maybe this method can work, so I was just trying new stuff. And for 3 days nothing happened. After 3 days, and again, how our brain works, that I could achieve certain things. So in past few months, for certain things I did achieve my manifestation within 3 days. And hence I had this thing that okay, this will also work and I will be able to record it. And now this did not work. So in those three, after those 3 days, I did not get it. So fourth day, fifth day, somewhere in my mind I was very much attached to the outcome, that okay, in 3 days I should get it, and I was in the waiting state. I know that. I know my lack, where I was lacking. And I got frustrated at that point. Like, I did not stay calm or patient that, okay, things will come into existence, and that feeling of knowing and everything, blah, blah. I was just frustrated. So I was like, oh, fine, I'll just give up. I don't want to record it. Chuck it. I don't want to record any of the proofs. Chuck it. And I was back to my normal zone, doing my all working. And in that frustrated mode, I was like, I wanted to record, like after this I wanted to record this SP manifestation technique also. But I don't know, if this does not work, SP will also not work. What about, then I started putting some intent to it. So what I thought was, what about this colleague of mine, which was there in my previous project. So I'm working in 9 to 5 job or 9 to 6 job, and in that I have certain projects, and in my previous project she was my colleague. So I thought that maybe after 1 year she needs my help or something. Maybe she can text me, and do you really think that this will work in 3 days? I i would want to hear something from her. And that's it. I just thought about her existence, and I was like, yeah, fine, I mean, chuck it. And in that frustrated mode, I just set my intent and I left it. I was like, fine, let it be. And went back to my work. I was doing my things. I left my manifestation proofs, everything aside, and I was like, I don't want to do anything. And suddenly, after 3 days, Mind you, after exactly 3 days, on the fourth day, I see her message that, "Hi, how are you doing? I need your help in one of my project work." And I was shocked. I was like, oh my god, I should have recorded this and I would have got a recorded proof of it that this works. I could have written it down somewhere, and after 3 days, I would have shown this message that this works. Oh my god, it is just so real. And I just sat back and I retrospected that what went wrong in my previous technique, or what was lacking. And I exactly knew that I was attached to the outcome on those top three things in my list, and I was very attached that, okay, I need this so that I can record it for you guys, and it will be really great thing to do. And I don't know, I was like super attached and I was obsessed maybe that this should happen, and that made me into a waiting state, which is definitely not correct as per law of assumption and manifestation, which I understand. And for this specific person, I was not even bothered. I i was like, fine, if it happens happens, if it does not, great. I am living my own life and working, and I don't have time for this drama. So I'll tell you what exactly I did. So, how I put my intent to that, I just put an intent thinking about her existence in my life, that okay, she exists. So, first of all, my awareness went to her being present in my life. Like, she is someone in my life, and I thought about her. So, you are somewhere aware. Oh my, I don't know what I'm speaking, but yeah, somewhere you're conscious about her existence in your life, and you know that what are the possibilities of her contacting you. So I know that she always, she always used to say that if I need any help or anything in my project, I would reach out to you, because she used to consider me like I am her senior, like 2 years apart. So she used to tell me that anything, if I needed any help, I will contact you, because I find you great, like you're a very helpful person and stuff like that. So I was very happy that, yeah, you can contact me anytime and I'll be able to help you, not a problem. So somewhere I knew her existence. So I my awareness went to that particular thought that, okay, she exists in my life and she can call me for any of the things she needs help in. So that's how my intent was set. And then I let it go. Now, I let it go by that, it does not mean that if you're trying to manifest a specific person and you constantly keep thinking about that person, if the thought comes about it, great, you think positively. But if the thought does not come, you let it go. Like, you don't obsessively think about it or obsessively get attached to the outcome. Oh, this has to happen, else nothing will be good in my life. No, there is no such thing. Like, if this does not happen, other great things will happen. So I always go by that attitude that if this does not work, something great will happen in my life. So it's all about the attitude and the way you look at life. And so yeah, that's how I feel that those were the two main points, that I set the intent and I just let it go. I did not obsess over it, and for those 3 days I did not even think about that manifestation, that I had put an intent and I had thought about it, right? I was just, because at that time itself I told, right, that fine, let it go. So there was nothing that I was, waiting for. There was no waiting state. It was all done at that time. Intent was set. That's it. So those were the two main things I think that worked for me this time in 3 days. And I did nothing else, like no affirmations, no sats, no visualizations, nothing. Nothing means nothing. Like, not even 1 second of a thought I had after that point of setting an intention and, giving it to the universe or to the subconscious mind. So yes, I mean, if this kind of approach you also would want to take, you can take. I know there are certain resistances, there are certain limiting beliefs which can hamper, or there are certain things with a specific person where, you are not in good terms with, so your subconscious mind runs back to those thoughts and you start talking negatively about it. You start thinking negatively about it, which I think will go away after some time. When you give some time to yourself, you do something else, you keep yourself busy, and um, you start learning things for yourself, you take care of yourself, I think all these things will go away in in no time. So that's fine. Like, you don't have to worry about your negative self talk. It is fine, it happens. And somewhere you don't have to even stop it. If it happens, great. Do a negative self talk and just let it all out, and once and for all, and don't even think about it, I would say. Sometimes people say that, oh, we talk negatively and that's the reason we are not getting the manifestation. You get fearful. You don't have to fear. It is fine. If that negative self talk helps you to vent out, it is great, because next time you'll not be attached to it, or you'll not be attached to that outcome, because you have somewhere, just let it all alone. That, yeah, it's fine, you have let it all out, and now you're like, I'm alone, I'm fine, let it be. So you're in that zone once you have just had a that went out session. I might be wrong, but this is how it works for me, and I would just share that, so that if anybody is like me or wants to have this approach in their life, and that can help them, great. Now, many people also say that if you are fearful that whether this thing will happen or not, that also delays your manifestation. But here, this is the proof that that did not delay my manifestation, because at the start of the video itself, I told you, right, that I was I was least bothered that this will even happen in 3 days. I was doubtful. In fact, not even doubtful. I was sure that this wouldn't happen. Right? I told myself, "Oh, really? Like this can happen in 3 days? Really?" And I just left that thought. So somewhere I was doubtful. I was also fearful whether this will happen or not happen. But I just said that pure intent and I let it go. And then I was not negatively thinking about it. So somewhere that's the difference, that maybe you're doubtful, but you have let it go, and you are living in your present moment. And I was living in my present moment. I was doing my work. I was taking care of myself, and I was learning things. So it was all about me at that time, and I was least bothered. So I think all of this really worked for me. And for you guys, this is what your method should be. First, set some intent. First, bring that specific person in your awareness, that this person is there. There is some person like this, or be it any name or anything, that this person is in my life. First, bring their existence in your life. So it's like you are aware about them. So bring your awareness to them. Once you're aware about that person and that thought, give some background to it, like a good background, I would say. Like, this person, so and so person, is really, really good friend to me. And I think he or she will contact me like soon. That's it. For someone who you're friends with, then if you're manifesting an ex back, definitely you might, like, if you have left out on bad terms or not so good terms, then you might need to release those negative limiting beliefs. That's a different topic altogether. You can see one of my videos, I might have covered it, that you need to release those limiting beliefs, meditate, do breathing exercises, so that it lessens down. But yes, if any of the crushes or exes, if you are manifesting that, then you can just bring your awareness to that particular person, and just think about them in a very good way, that they will ask me for a date soon, or I don't think he can live without me, or she can live without me, and I think he really loves me, or she really loves me. That's how you have to bring that awareness and that thought, and that's it. And maybe they'll text me about it. That's it. Once you've set that intention and that thought, it will definitely come into existence. But you don't have to get attached to it, you have to let it go. You have to sleep. Before sleep, just put this intention out and just sleep. Go to a very, very good sleep, see nice dreams about it, and just like forget it. I would just say that forget about it, see your other things, read about good stuff, and sleep. Nothing, be, I don't know how to put it, just don't be bothered about it at all for coming days. And believe me, in 3 days, definitely it will show up. I'm so sure. Not even 3 days. I would not even put that limiting belief on you. It would maybe there in next day. But you don't have to think it that way, that okay, you don't have to be in the waiting state that today I did this. So you'll calculate that, oh, after 2 days at this particular time, I should get this. No, you don't have to calculate. Let the universe or your subconscious mind do the calculations. You just leave the thought up to your mind. They will take care of that thought. That's it. I would always, now that's how my method is, that I live it up to my mind or God, whoever I believe in. So if I believe in God, so I usually, say out loud things to God, that do you really think this will happen? Can you make this happen? That's how I talk. Like I feel that there is some higher power or some God power that really helps me in everything, and I talk like that. So if you believe in something, like not even God, then if some higher power or universe, just talk to them and put an intention out and see how beautifully things work out, and let it go. Be in the present moment and just do whatever makes you happy, and see, and just see how beautifully it works. Like it really really does work. And believe me, guys, there is no reason I would want to lie to you, because I have opened this channel only to help you guys based on my experience and on my perspective. And I would suggest that do not also go with my perspective, because somewhere it will create a limiting belief. Try out different things, try out different techniques, and see what works. I'm just giving you one side of it so that anybody who can relate to it, and for anyone, if it clicks, I will be happy that at least I was able to help someone, at least even one person. So, yeah, if this really helps, do come back and comment down there that this technique really helped me, and it could help you in any of your desires. I mean, you can use this for any desire, not only specific person, but for any desire. But I made this video for a success story of a specific person, hence, I am just talking about a specific person. But yes, you can use it for any desires. So, yeah, comment down if you need any help, any topic to be covered. I will be more than happy to help you guys. And yeah, that's it for today. Keep manifesting and keep thinking about all positive things. Okay. And yeah, thank you. Bye.